What were you thinking of in that moment that you realized that you were an Olympic gold medal winner and the first ever for women's surfing?
I was overwhelmed with emotion when the hooter went off and they announced that I had won gold. It was just, there has been such a crazy buildup to this event, especially it being the first for surfing. Um, it's a big moment for everybody a part of the sport, and I'm really proud of how all the athletes showed up, and I think everybody did a really great job putting on a display and putting our best foot forward for our sport.
There were so many people cheering for you back here in Hawaii. Your Ohana, of course, all the folks at Kewalos. Did you feel that support behind you as you entered the water?
Absolutely. It was definitely different not having some of my closest family here with me, but I felt so much love behind me. And that gave me a lot of peace paddling out into that storm because there was a lot of uncertainty and a lot that was out of my control. But just knowing that, hey, no matter what the outcome, I get to go home to an incredible family and people who love me. It really got me just to kind of settle down, uh, focus on what I could control, and trust and have faith that it would work out. And I'm so glad it did.
Tell us about surfing for Team USA. And there's been some talk about Hawaii should have been its own team. But how do you plan on using this platform going forward that you've been given as a gold medal winner in the frame of Duke Kahanamoku, who I know is one of the folks that you look up to?
Oh, I look up to Duke so much. I'm so inspired by the way he lived his life, what he accomplished, but just by the human he was and how he treated people. I think that's what's the most important. And it was beautiful to see his dream come true a century later, to have surfing in the Olympics. I'm a proud Hawaiian, and to be able to represent Hawaii. I know I wasn't able to wear the flag on my shoulder, but I felt like I was wearing Hawaii in my heart. And I'm super proud to be representing both Hawaii and the United States of America. I hope he's somewhere smiling down on all of us. And I feel like he sent us that rainbow. There was a few rainbows. I didn't see the one during the final, but I got to see a picture after, and it was just extraordinary. I had seen one earlier on in the day, and it just like made me smile because it reminded me of home, and it was like such a blessing that in this storm, in this craziness, there was this like moment of peace and joy and happiness, and I thought that was like truly beautiful. But I hope he's proud, and I hope um, he knows how much he means to all of us in Hawaii, and that I hope to honor him.
And how do you plan on using the platform that you've been given as a gold medal winner?
It's crazy to think about the platform. I'm very grateful for this opportunity. I hope to use it to just spread a little bit more love and positivity and share the aloha spirit with people around the world.
And when can we expect you back? I know there's the Corona Open Mexico coming up, but are you going to hop back home before heading to the next championship tour event?
I am. I'll be home tomorrow. I'm getting on a flight this evening, and I'll be home for 5 or 6 days before we head to Mexico. So that'll be really nice.
Have you heard of any celebrations planned for your arrival?
I kind of think my husband has something in the works, but I'm looking forward to having a simple reunion with him, to start things off and see my family. And then I'd love to see everybody and celebrate with all of Hawaii.
Is there anything that you can take from the Olympics going forward as you go into this final stretch for the first ever WSL finals?
Well, I'm really looking forward to the next month and a half and getting to compete at Mexico and Tahiti. Those are dream spots for any surfer. So I'm really looking forward to competing there, and then to have the opportunity to be a part of the first ever WSL finals and showdown. Ooh, that's going to be crazy. If I could take anything from the Olympics, I think it would just be it's like any other event in the fact that you take it heat by heat, wave by wave, moment by moment. And yeah, you got to work hard. The field of women right now competing on the championship tour is some of the best it's ever been, and I'm gonna have to work really hard if I want the world title at the end of the year.
And I couldn't let you go, Carissa, without one final question about the evolution of women's surfing. You've been through there for really the springboard of it. How do you see, women surfing going forward with you folks surfing at such a extremely high level already? What do you see for the future uh, for women surfing as the first ever gold medal winner?
Honestly, I don't think there's a limit. I'm really excited to see where the next generation is going to take the sport. Some of the stuff that the young guns are putting on social media right now is just like mind blowing. So I'm looking forward to the next few years of giving it my best and surfing hard, and then passing that baton on and watching the tour and women surfing flourish and take it to new heights.
Will it take an aerial, Carissa, to win the WSL finals, do you think?
Possibly, yeah. I think lower trestles is a very playful wave. It's a very high performance wave that allows for big maneuvers like aerials. I think it's just gonna it depends what Mother Nature gives us and what the waves are going to be like, but that would be pretty cool.